over and over and over again in his first broadcast about this, that this clearly isn't a racial thing because the cops are black. And yet he did find a racial element to it. And that is that this is racist against white people, of course. Says white people are victims of racial hatred among the coverage of Tyre Nichols' death. I'm gonna read some of what he had to say. You're not gonna have to hear it in his voice or his laugh. So whatever you think of them, white people did not play any role in this particular tragedy. Whatever this story may be about, it's not about racial bias. Any honest person could see that immediately. He knows that that's not how racism actually works. He knows that systems of racism are bigger than individual levels of bigotry, but he doesn't want you to acknowledge that or know that. And so he throws condescending, simplistic lies at you. Moments ago on MSNBC, they just described what you saw as white supremacy. Really? How? CNN's Van Jones did acknowledge that the police who hit Tyre Nichols were black. Hit. He defines it as hit. They hit him, that's all, just hit him. I mean, it killed him, but just hit him. Anyway, but they might have still been driven by racism. Van Jones didn't take the time to explain that. It was a lie, of course. Do I need to explain why that's not a lie and why that could still be how it works? I don't need to, right? Because our audience understands. They're not Tucker Carlson's audience. I think they understand how that works. So the one thing we know, no matter how you feel about the video, most people don't think that's right. But the one thing we know for sure is that there is a highly aggressive propaganda campaign underway tonight designed to manipulate you. Well, you're watching it right then in real time and using the sad death of a young man in Memphis to do it. Yes, Tucker Carlson is very, very sad about the death of Tyre Nichols. He lost hours of sleep over the death. That propaganda campaign, like all propaganda campaigns, is by definition dishonest, but it's more than that. It's worse than that. This is yet another attempt by our leaders of our country to inflame racial hatred in the United States. Against, of course, poor white people. Yes, the fact that Tyre Nichols died is tragic because of how bad it is for white people. That is what the most prominent white supremacist in America would have you believe in his reaction to that horrendous footage.
God, the victimhood complex of people like Tucker Carlson and what he imagines his audience to have, right? This is, the right's supposed to be like, we're strong, we're not victims. Acknowledging race and gender and sexuality, that makes me a victim. And here they are night after night saying every blow that Tyre Nichols suffered, that was really a blow on white people. Because they're trying to talk about white supremacy. Yes, and if you understood white supremacy, if you actually explained it to your audience, you would know it is a system, it is an institution, it has history, it has a past. It is not an individual. It's not even you, Tucker Carlson, even though you of yourself are an entire institution, right? And they don't want their audience to understand that. Why? Because once their audience understands and depersonalizes racism, they'll start to see it and actually be like, yeah, no, I get it. It's not about what I specifically did. It's not about saying a certain word. It's not about a certain amount of inclusivity on this or that. It's not about Star Wars having a black stormtrooper. It is about an entire system in all different, in education, in health, in policing, in housing, that actually works against black Americans. I get it. So when they stop feeling individually attacked is when they start to get, for lack of a better term, woke. And man, oh man, is Fox News afraid their audience will start to think, hey, wait a minute, they're black cops and a black victim. Maybe it's more than just race. Maybe it's the actual system of policing itself.
Maybe. You're not gonna get that talk on Tucker Carlson though. Okay, by the way, there's lots of other stuff on Fox over the weekend that was just absolutely devastating. They're all trying to blame black culture, single black moms, whatever. And they're bringing on black conservatives to do it, of course. Because like with Jesse Waters and like with Tucker Carlson, they know how to make money on Fox News. But we're moving on.
Wait, John, but I know we have to move on, but can we just underscore how disgusting it is to blame single black moms for the death of Tyre Nichols, a boy, a man who cried out for his mom as he was dying?
Disgusting. But by the way, and Jason Whitlock is one of the people that I'm talking about. He said that because they have the chief of police is a black woman, he said this is what you get with single black moms.
What does that even mean?
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.